All right, so buckle up because I'm about to give you a lesson that could potentially make you millions in the long run if you learn how to use it effectively. You can use it in life not only to make money, but to also get what you want in life and sell others on your ideas and get them to think the way you think and get them to do what it is you want to do. Not in a manipulative way, but persuading and influencing someone to do what it is that you want to do. So, the reason that I came up with this, right? Because I'm in sales, I love sales, I want to master sales. That's like my passion. And so selling is not only making money, not only in business. And I'm going to tell you why, because the example that I have clearly shows you why. It's not just selling as in money, right? It's selling others on your ideas. And the reason why I had this idea today is because my woman texted me, right? Today I was planning on going to sleep around 11:30, right? So around 11:10, I was cooking up some chicken and my woman texts me, says, "Hey, I want to watch a movie." And what did I say? I want to watch a movie, right? And what did I say? I said, "I am going to sleep soon." Right? I'm going to sleep soon. Understand this. That's what I said. I did not say no. I didn't say no. I said, I'm going to sleep soon. So what she said something along the lines of, okay, and that's it. And so I called her and I gave her a lesson because that's why I had the idea for this video. Because in that situation, she was trying to sell me on an idea, right? If I was trying to get someone to watch a movie with me, I'm trying to sell them on that idea. I have the idea. I want to watch a movie. Let me try to get this person on the same page so that I can get what I want. I can watch a movie and I can watch it with the person that I want, right? So I let her know, hey, what do you think you should have responded to that? Because okay, it's almost like it's final. Okay, right? And if you're in sales specifically, most people give up after okay. That's it, right? They think it's final. But what you got to understand is an objection in sales, in life, is simply just someone voicing a concern that they have. This is their concern. I said, I'm going to sleep soon. That is a concern that I have. That is a problem that I'm having that needs to be solved. And so when you're in sales, even in life, when someone brings up an objection, what they're doing is they're voicing a concern. And if you want to get past that, then you have to help them through that. Helping them get through and calming their thoughts on this concern that they're having, right? If someone says when you're trying to get a sale, I don't have money, that doesn't mean no. That just means that their concern is money. So you have to figure out a way to get them through that objection, right? That problem in their head. Break through that mental block with them, alongside them. As the person who is selling, you want to be alongside them. You want to hold their hand and walk them through that problem, right? And get past it. So if they say, I don't have enough time, okay, so time is the objection. So now I got to figure out what's the best, most appropriate way that we can solve this problem, which is time. There's a time restraint. So for the example that I was telling you about how she said, I want to watch a movie. I want to finish this movie. And I said, I'm going to sleep soon, right? What does that mean? Soon could mean anything. Soon could mean I'm going to sleep in 5 minutes. Soon could mean I'm going to sleep in 20 minutes. Soon could be half an hour, 2 hours. What is soon, right? So instead of saying okay to a situation like that, which could be applied to real life in this situation or sales. Instead of saying okay, which okay is final, what do you think that you should do? I'm going to give you a second to type it down below. What do you think that you should do in this situation to get someone to be sold on your idea? What do you think it is? I'll tell you what it is. So, what most people do, because when I told her this, I said, try again. Let me know what it is that you think that you should have done in this situation to convince me, to persuade me to do what it is that you wanted to do, to sell me on your idea? And what did she do? What most people do. She wrote a long paragraph on why we should watch the movie, and oh, this and that, and the movie is great, and this. That's what most rookies do, right? Most novices, people who don't know how to sell, they'll do that. They'll go on this long tangent. But what you got to understand, especially in sales, is that people don't just want to hear you talk, right? They don't just want to hear you talk. They want to feel engaged. So if you're in sales, you want to engage them, right? You want to engage them. And not only that, but you want to ask questions, because you might not have the full scope of everything, right? Because like I said, I'm going to sleep soon. That doesn't mean everything, right? You need to learn more. What does soon mean, right? So in that situation, you're going to want to ask a question. For example, I said I'm going to sleep soon. Let's say I'm the one who's trying to convince someone I want to watch a movie. They say I'm going to sleep soon. The first thing you want to do is not talk about the movie and how great and awesome the movie is, because that doesn't solve the concern that I have in my mind. That does not solve this concern that I'm going to sleep soon, right? So the first thing that you want to do is say, okay, no problem, right? Agree with the customer. That's the first thing that you do. Okay, I understand. What time are you going to sleep? That's the first thing you should do, is ask a question. What time are you going to sleep? Now you get to know more about what soon really means. What is the objection really? What is the nitty gritty of the objection? Soon. Okay, I'm going to sleep in about 30 minutes, right? Now you know. Now you have 30 minutes. That's enough time for you to watch a movie with someone, right? Maybe it's not the whole movie, but at least you get something as opposed to nothing, right? So now, once you've asked that question, okay, how long till you go to sleep, right? They answer 30 minutes, just like I did. Going to sleep in 30 minutes. Okay, cool, no problem. That's more than enough time. See, now I've just sold you on my idea of watching this movie with me. And at first, I could have just left it on the table, thinking that the deal was over. That's it, it's done. No, if I would have left it there, I wouldn't have got the 30 minutes of watching that movie that I could have got if I didn't sell them on my idea, right? So the first thing you want to do is get your foot in the door. So once you have convinced someone to think the way that you think, you have just sold them on your idea. For example, okay, 30 minutes. Cool, 30 minutes. That's great. Watch a movie, right? Now you're both watching the movie, right? You're trying to convince your boyfriend. You're trying to convince your girlfriend. You're trying to convince your parents, your friends, whoever it is you're trying to convince, right? Now you've got them there watching the movie with you. But remember, maybe you still, the idea was that you wanted to watch a movie with them, right? Now you've got 30 minutes. Now you've got 30 minutes. But let's say your whole idea was to watch the movie at full length. Let's say the movie is 2 hours long, but the person said they were going to sleep soon, right? And they told you they only have 30 minutes before they go to sleep. So what you want to do in life, in sales, it's easier to get your foot in the door and to sell someone on the idea, and then the full idea sell them on the back end as opposed to selling them on the front end. For example, if I was asked, what time are you going to sleep? I say 30 minutes, and you tell me, well, I want to watch the full movie. That's 2 hours long. You're not going to sell me on that idea, right? Because right now I'm thinking about the 30 minutes. And if you tell me 2 hours long, you're not going to sell me on the idea. But if you sell me on the front end, the idea of 30 minutes being more than enough time to watch the movie, now, okay, now we're watching the movie together, right? 30 minutes. 30 minutes go by. Now on the back end, you have a better chance. You have your foot in the door and a better chance at selling me on the idea of, okay, now we can watch the rest of the movie, right? Now, once you're at that point, now you can sell me again, right? For example, if you're in sales, you could sell someone on the front end a certain package, right? And most companies do this. If you go on a website or whatever, they don't sell you everything at once, right? They sell you one thing and then they start recommending other things. I recommend you this, this, this. If you go on the Universal Studios, the theme park on their website, and you buy like when I bought the Volcano Bay tickets, I bought the Volcano Bay. Boom, they sold me that on the front end. And then afterwards, they recommended a hotel. They recommended this other park. They're trying to upsell me, right? Because trying to sell someone on the whole idea at once is less likely to happen than for you to sell them on an idea and then start to sell them on other ideas once you've already shown them the value of what it is that you have, right? So like we're using the example of watching a movie. So I'm watching the movie 30 minutes. Once 30 minutes have gone by, which is something that I maybe could have left on the table if I didn't keep trying to sell on my idea, right? Ask questions and figure out more. Now you've watched 30 minutes. Now in these 30 minutes, maybe I like the movie. Maybe I'm intrigued. Maybe I forgot that I was going to sleep in 30 minutes and I'm intrigued in the movie. I'm like, I want to see more. And now you can convince me on watching the rest of the movie, right? Now on the back end, on the front end, you sold me on the 30 minutes. On the back end, you'll sell me on the hour and 30 minutes. And maybe not even that. Maybe you'll sell me on 30 more minutes. And then once that goes by, 30 more minutes. And then eventually you get what it is that you want. So you can apply this to sales. You can apply this to life. You can apply this to anything, okay? Anything in life. And trying to get what it is that you want, you have to learn how to sell others on your ideas, right? Because if you want to get what you want in life, if you want that girlfriend, if you want that car, if you want to get money, whatever the case may be, if you want a friend, you got to sell others on your idea. You want to get a girlfriend, you got to sell her on the idea that you're the man for her, right? Out of all the options, you're the man for her. If you want that car, you have to sell the dealership on why you should buy that car, right? If you want that job promotion, you got to sell them on the idea of why you would be a good manager, right? So selling, like I said, this is the main takeaway points. An objection is not final. A no is final. An objection is simply a concern that needs to be addressed, and you need to help the prospect, hold their hand, walk them through it, right? Next, you don't want to go on tangents, right? You want to ask specific questions that are going to give you more information so that now you can use that information and advance the sale forward. The next takeaway is sell things on the front end and save the rest for the back end, right? Because you got to get your foot in the door first. Once you get your foot in the door, then you can actually get through the door, right? So first, get your foot in the door, sell them on the front end, and then later sell them on the back end, all right? That's the video for today. Like the video, comment down below, and let me know what you learn, all right? Peace out, y'all.